Hello, my beautiful, amazing crochet family. I am your one and your only Lady of Crochet, LadySamoan, and we are back with another video. Yes, 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 and y'all. So listen, I wanted to come with this video because I was thinking about starting doing kind of like, I don't know if I would call them vlogs or just like weekly videos talking a little bit about kind of like where my mind is. Because listen, y'all, I've been a little all over the place. All over the place. And I said, you know what? I have to get this out to share this because you never know. There's other people that may have the same kind of sentiments as you, going through the same things. And they think like, oh, I gotta be by myself or this right here. And I say this all the time. Like, no, you are not doing this thing called life by yourself. You know what I'm saying? We're all doing this together. And a lot of us are connected in different ways that we don't even know, because if no one shares, you won't even know that we're all having semi of the same experiences. Okay. So, how this correlates with crochet, y'all, this week has been one of those weeks to where I think it's like, wait a minute, pause, take a break, step back, and get yourself together. Because for me, it seems as if everything has been coming into each other. And then at the beginning of the week, y'all, I started 3 different projects. I saw the jester hat at the beginning of the week, or it could have been the ending of last week. I saw the jester hat, right? So I was like, okay, I want to crochet the jester hat. I saw it in a crochet Facebook group that I'm in, and someone just said, hey, do like you're making a hexagon, do 10 rows, and then create a brim. I'm like, oh, I could do that. Started that. But then I also started, it was a red hat. I want to say I took a picture, but I forgot a row in the red hat. So let me show y'all this. I'm starting over, y'all. I had to frog the whole thing. I had to frog the whole thing. So I have a cute idea now. I am going to just do like a wavy brim red hat out of that frogging mess. I'm gonna do like a wavy brim red hat. So I started that over. That was project number 2. And then I was also working on my double brim crochet hat because I wanted to show how, and this is how this one turned out. I have a tutorial on my channel for a double brim crochet hat. And I did put it under, I have to where you can put the playlist and then it has tutorials. It's very quick and simple because I kind of don't like too much of a drawn out situation when it comes down to tutorials, and I know the basics of building up a hat and making a hat. So I tried to make my tutorials similar to that. So you have to know kind of like the basics of crochet. It's not like very, very like I'm gonna show you every stitch and things like that, but it's still, you would get a cute hat. And I started this one, and if you can see, I wish, let's see, you can kind of see under there we have like this watermelon pattern here because I use that type of yarn. Then I have like some green here. So underneath you can kind of see a lot of the different yarns that I use. And even on top you see like that different yarn here. And then of course I made the base of it from some what is that, my favorite yarn, y'all, the granny square yarn. So I use like the base of that, and I just built from that and just use all different kind of yarns. So I was working on this as well. And I don't know, I think my double ruffle popped up and I saw it and I was like, you know what, I think people don't realize that when they see the hats like this, the ruffles kind of together, they don't know, like with the double ruffle, it's the same exact hat. It's just that you have to like play with your ruffles in order to get this brim. So this right here is the same tutorial on my channel, and I think I'm going to change that thumbnail to include this right here so it can show you it's the same hat. It's just that you have to kind of play with the ruffles. So I wanted to do that. That came up and I was just like, okay, let me do that, right? So then let me show you the jester hat. This is how my jester hat came out. So I have my jester hat, and I think it came out cute. I have these little puff balls that you can typically put on like beanies. And I was like, I think it would be cute to put on the end of the jester hats because, for one, I like the fact that they're all like 2 different colors. This one, I don't know if you can really, if it comes up like a dark blue, but it's like a dark blue, and this one is like a multi with some blue. And then I went with different yarns. I used one, two, three, four different yarns for this hat. I was all over the place, but I think it turned out really, really cute. And when I put it on, my husband was like, "It kind of looked like it can glow in the dark." I was like, "I did not even thought about that, but it's the illusion of the yarn. It does not glow in the dark. It's just that these are so bright and neon that it looks like it glows in the dark, but it doesn't glow in the dark." So then I had those three projects that I started at the beginning of the week. I honestly just finished the jester hat today. I finished the double ruffle today. So I started them, but I finished them on today. And I was like, I cannot be the only one who sometimes your mind goes quicker than your hands. And I think that's what happened to me this week, because I also, let me show y'all this, y'all. Because you be like, girl, you definitely is all over the place. So I'm working on a crochet vest. I've always wanted to make a crochet vest and a granny square vest. So I don't have a pattern. My thought is to just form different squares and just create the vest, okay? Because how I look at it, I think it would be cool to wear. You can wear a granny square vest in the summertime. You can wear it in the summertime with a short sleeve. You can wear it in the wintertime, just put like a long sleeve under, and then it just kind of give us so many different like colorways and patterns, because you can make your squares all different kind of ways. Now, for this one, I'm going to make the basic granny squares, but I'm like, listen, if this turned out good, y'all gonna see some different granny squares, and I'm gonna make some more vests. So far I have this and this. Now let me show y'all. Okay, so of course these again, my favorite yarn, which is the granny square yarn, Red Heart Granny Square, and I have to get me some more. I just love that yarn, y'all. I really do. So I have these right here. And then I have this one because I'm using all my scrap of this yarn, right? And then look how that turned out. It was like I had just this little bit left, and then I bordered it with this. I think it's so cute. But as I'm doing it, I'm like, okay, I don't have a lot of the granny square yarn. So what I think I'm going to do is just use up how much that I need, which I'm doing rounds of 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm doing 5 rounds each of my granny squares, okay? And then let me see if I can find y'all. Listen, I have so much of these what's it called, index cards around, because I write so many things down. It's like I'm writing them down on index cards, and I have to do better because now I have a whole bunch of index cards all over the place. Okay, here we go. So I kind of drew this up. So this tells me how many squares that I should need. Y'all, I don't even know. I drew it up. I didn't measure anything. So that's just how it's almost like when I'm cooking. It's like when I cook, I don't really use the recipe. I will look at it and then it's like, oh, okay, let me just add my little twist. So y'all, I'm adding my twist to this because I drew this thing up like this is exact how it's supposed to be. But in my mind, this is how it's supposed to be. So it's going to be funny to see how it turns out. It may be too big. Even if it's too big, you can always wear something that's too big. Just call it oversized, right? If it's too small, I can always just gift it to someone. So that's the beautiful thing about crochet. I will figure it out. I will figure it out. That's the thing. So I'm looking at about 19 squares for this project. And y'all, I only have 4. Only have 4. I have to keep going. And this may take me a little while because I'm doing this in between doing other things, which leads me to tell y'all I got a phone call, which I had a phone call the end of last month, and my nephew was like, Auntie, I need you to crochet me something for my birthday. And I'm like, absolutely, y'all. I have not started that. I want to say I mentioned it in another video, but I'm not 100% sure. But he wants me to make the lifesaver. I think it's called lifesaver. If I'm wrong, y'all, it's the Star Wars thing. I have to make one of those. And then yesterday he called me and asked me to make him a little doll that's replicates. It looks just like him, right? So he sent me this picture. He's like, I want it to look like this, and I'm like, oh, okay. I'll just figure out and see if I can do it, right? So I'm going to try my hardest to get that done. Now, I did have some other projects this month that I wanted to get done too. And I was telling myself, I'm so consumed in doing a lot of hats that I think I'm going to slow down for a second and jump back into some amigurumi because I've been telling myself to make some love plushes. I wanted to make like a heart pillow. There's like so many different things. So when my nephew was giving me that call, it almost was like that thing to say, okay, jump in, go ahead and crochet your amigurumi, and then we can kind of bounce back and forth, because that's how I'm all over the place. That's where the name all over the place came from, because it's like so many different things in my mind that I want to do. And I know for some people, they would say it would drive them crazy if they were starting 3, 4 projects at the same time. Y'all listen, it kind of lights my fire. It's like it ignites my fire to do like a lot of different things. And then what I realize is that once I have a lot going on, it's like, okay, I got to get this finished, and closer to the end, I'm just like knocking it out. I don't know what it is, but that's just how I operate. So I guarantee I get the name all over the place, like honestly, like I get it, but I'm that person that can work so beautifully in the chaos. It's almost like if it's too perfect, if it's too quiet, it's almost like what are we doing? I love working in the quiet, but I don't like my desk looking like it's just all neat and perfect, right? Because it's almost like my work is so chaotic, so I can actually perform when it is quiet. I don't need a lot of noise or a lot of people or a lot of anything. It's because I am a lot. I am a lot, y'all. But those are the things that I wanted to talk to y'all about. I wanted to get this video out. I think I'm going to start doing weekly videos. That's another thing. I'm trying to structure this thing so that we can just have conversation. Of course, on Wednesdays, we have our crochet live together where we come on and we crochet, we talk, and we have some questions. Now, this week, y'all, I did not get my crochet live out on Wednesday. Listen, it was all I wasn't all over the place. I think I was really trying to catch up because we had the snow 2 weeks back to back. It kind of disrupted a lot of things, so we had to kind of reorganize our week to make sure that we get back on track. So that's why I did not do my Wednesday live, but I will be live next Wednesday. And I wanted to show y'all this because I pulled this, y'all. I have a lot of whips just lying around. And sometimes I look at stuff and I'm like, oh, I forgot I started this. Look at this, y'all. I saw again, it was on a Facebook group that I did. Look at this. And it is some pants, some little pants that you can make. It's almost like how you make the granny, the hexi cardigan, but you have to add like a couple of more clusters. And if you keep going around and make pants, y'all, we're going to see where this leads us. I don't know. This looks like it can be a good kids pants or something. I don't know how far I'm going to get with this. This has been sitting in my bag for a minute, and I just so happened pulled it out. I was like, huh. So we're going to see what we can do with that, because I think that would turn out good. I don't know how though, because I never did it before. It was one of those things to where I saw in a Facebook group, they said, hey, make this many clusters, go around, and then you're going to build up some pants. Y'all, I was willing to try, and this is what we have. This is where we're at with it. So I want to keep going just to see how this turns out. So with that being said, y'all, that is all I have to say in this video. I wanted to come and show y'all kind of like where I was at, and of course it is all over the place. But I hope y'all are having the most beautiful, amazing day. I hope y'all had a great week. I hope you got to crochet a lot of things, doing it your way, because that's all that matters. However it comes out, whatever you want to do, you do it. It doesn't matter what everybody else is doing. It doesn't matter what they say you should be doing, long as you're doing it your way. And that's all that matters. And I want y'all to always remember that I am your one and your only Lady of Crochet, Lady Simone, and I will see you next time.